him all day, so I don't know. By the way, Amanda, probably no more Ryan again today. I think he's probably just... I haven't heard from him in a while.
You said that, so I just assumed it.
Yeah.
Which is fine, you know.
I feel like Ryan likes the idea of D&D more than actually playing D&D.
He also likes D&D that's less structured.
Yeah,
I don't think he was ready for there to be a plot.
That's fair.
Sorry.
Dr. Pepper and caramel vodka.
How much caramel?
Damn it, Amanda, how dare you try to enrich our lives?
Like
Sorry for adding a plot and scaring your friend away.
I'm going deaf for a minute here. Be right back.
Like, it's not bad. It's just different.
Here's to this.
45
I've
cubes.
never been around a microphone before.
Not 45, 425.
I guess, yeah. Poor Atco and his lizard ears.
What?
Should all just be making fun of him when he comes back.
Yes! You know, Slurp isn't that great of a character concept.
Oh no.
I won't even let you say that jokingly. How dare you?
Kind of like just reapproaching the microphone, and then he just like heard that and just like just keeled over crying.
Yeah, right.
Snurp is a gem. You take that back.
Yeah, I'll actually fight on that side. God damn it!
You ever see that one meme? It's a two-step process. It's don't cry, cry.
Yeah,
Try not to cry. Cry a lot.
All right. We're all here now for real, right?
yes.
Okay.
No one butthole the dog.
Obvious. Not yet.
It's the night is young. We could still get memes.
We'll get memes.
Wait for my computer.
Same. You guys can't phone memes.
Okay.
You don't want to see my phone memes. They're like made by kindergartners.
Oh.
Because you have to touch screen draw and shit. Better.
I'll just wait for
Okay.
I think we're all here, sweetie.
All right. That's
Oh, yes,
what I
you
was
can
checking. All right. So let's get a summary of the last session.
Ooh, do you want me to roll for it? Or someone else want to
Yeah,
try?
let's roll for it.
I am not participating in this recap today, guys.
In the what?
I'm not doing any recap stuff, so exclude me from any rolls.
That's a little party poopy.
I didn't think this was optional.
I don't think it was, but I guess someone can just sort of poop them out of it.
I
That's fine,
mean,
we'll skip.
I said let's roll for it last time, and then they're like, okay, that means you're going, so fuck it.
That's because I rolled for it! That's what can happen! It's a 1 in 6 chance, buddy! I literally threw down the die. 2. Guess who's the second person in the campaign?
I literally only caught every other word.
Yeah, same here.
Well,
It's gonna be rough.
is this microphone not working good?
You all are getting like every other word in for me.
Maybe this was a bad idea.
By the way, I only see 4 people in roll 20.
I'll try that. I'm gonna try a different microphone. One moment.
What?
Oh
No.
shit, my phone can't run.
Go live. Session 8.
4 people only in roll 20 at the moment.
Go
Oh.
live.
I'm here. I exist.
So am I.
Yay!
Also,
All
yes,
right.
yes, cheese. There are 4 of them in the same house doing this.
Well, I'm in a different room with a headset on, so everyone can
Okay,
hear me.
that's good.
That
At
makes
least
it a little better.
At least the DM is by herself. I mean, on one hand, sad,
Yeah.
but on the other hand,
Everyone wants to keep me in isolation.
No, we didn't. We asked if you wanted to join us. Also, I'm going to do sound checks again. Does this mic sound any better?
Yes, you're not cutting out every other word.
Are you sure?
Yes. You
Okay.
are
I
100%
can
so
see
far.
all of my characters.
Hey.
All right, someone roll a d6 and we'll skip 2.
I'll roll 6.
Wait a second. We don't have.
Yeah, we do. I'll give it to you in a minute.
Yeah, as soon as I.
It is 5, which means 1,
Better
2,
should be fine.
3, 4, 5. Jornock, you're up.
Oh no! What have I done? I put the curse upon me.
The battery should be.
There's one behind you. There's also not one over here.
I gotta set my lights the correct way for streaming
Alright, I'm back
mode.
and I'm comfortable now.
There we go. Streaming mic activated. I
Should be good on battery for at least a couple.
I need to put down my goddamn drawing tablet because I keep trying to tap keys on it. It doesn't have keys to tap. Okay.
Amanda, we're making fun of your stuff.
You're
What?
here. Let me.
Making fun of
open
your stuff. You're so excited. Come here.
There we go.
All right. Should I narrate it as Jornock or should I narrate it as myself?
Roll for it.
We're doing this shit again, huh?
All right, screw it. I'm rolling for it. Give me my d20. Evens, Jornock. Odds, this nerd.
That's scratch. Now you're all scared.
That's an even. It's Jornock. All right. Let me get my voice routine in. me.
Christ. The thunder roll.
All right, ready?
No, lay it on us.
Previously on the Void King, we went for a stakeout on a house with a red X on the door. The guards pulled a half-orc away from his family and tossed him in a wagon. We followed the cultists thanks to the help of Falconer. And we found some cultists that were circling the wagons, being creepy and stuff. So, Jornock, that's me, yoinked one of them into the alley, and we proceeded to interrogate him. Claimed to take the extra filth as sacrifices to their temple underneath the temple district. They also claimed that they were followers of Zernreth, and they said that the guards take people across the river. So, hint, hint, maybe we should investigate that some more, guys.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but continue.
So, after knocking out the kid, Jornock stole his clothes so that Alatar, however you say his name, I don't use names as this character, could do his best impression of a high as fuck cultist.
You did so bad.
Oh, it was terrible.
It was horrifying. And so after this abysmal scene, some Quaggoths attacked the party. Peck fell the first one after some buttholing of some dogs. And Jornock the second, not before it knocked out two of the party members.
Yeah.
And then at the very end, Gavin suggested taking the elf tween as a hostage. And that's it.
Yeah.
Elf tween. It's hard to say tween as Jornock.
Oh, that's what's there. I was expecting that word.
Elf tween.
I heard queen, so.
You're tween.
I mean, he might roll that way. We don't know.
It's canon.
You don't know
now.
me.
It's canon, so look what you've done.
I do like the beginning of session 8. Wow, we really buttholed the dog last time, guys.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Okay, can I have my spot back?
No.
Alright.
Just
So-
sorry, I heard Matley's conversation.
We begin the scene basically where we left off last time. You're on the street. The fight has just ended. You have taken possession of the elf queen, and yeah, you have some choices to make.
Ah, fuck, where are my dice?
You should have done this before the stream started.
Just throw them away off long. They're bad anyways.
Amanda, do you intend for us to be on the map we were on before?
No, I intend for you to be on the creepy home screen.
Okie dokes.
Super
Can
purple.
Can I assume that we're all dragged out of, like, we're all out of view of the guards?
What?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure that was like my first priority. Peck's just watching guard at this point while the party's trying to get their shit together.
Well, we should probably start getting these guys back to somewhere safe. And I don't know how long they're gonna last like this. I don't think I can carry the big one. Hey, you're a big one, aren't you, Jornock?
I've went and picked up one of the dog people and I've started dragging that as well. And I turn back and go,
Oh, right. We should do that too. All
That's
right, give me
the
one of
spirit.
them. Give me one of them. I'll take both
Alright.
of these.
You might want to take the big orc fella. I don't think I can lift him up.
all right. Looking at the big orc and the quaggoth, Jornock doesn't know what a quaggoth is. Would I be able to carry both of these?
Well, hold on. Let me.
Because I got an idea if I can't.
Let's see here.
Hey, Bird, how big's your guy? Because I cannot see it on your thing.
About 6'1".
Okay, you're much larger than I am, so this is going to be interesting.
Jornock, what is your carry weight?
That is a good question.
It's under your equipment.
Yeah, give me a second. Let me find that in a hot second.
And then click on weight carried.
Wait.
That's the food.
Okay. Carrying capacity 255 pounds.
Okay. Just Baskar, without any of his equipment that he is carrying, weighs almost that much.
Okay,
So,
so
based
then
on
I'll
your
have to-
eyeballing,
I'll have to do the push, drag, or lift then. So I think I have rope in my
Where do you
bag.
see how much you can carry again?
If you go to your equipment and you click on weight carried, it'll bring up an extra menu that shows you things like push, pull, and weight maximum and stuff.
There you go.
Oh.
All right,
Oh.
so-
Oh no.
Justin, I apologize in advance because this is going to be unpleasant
Well-
for you.
Hold up. I gotta do some maths because mine's including weapons that I don't actually have on me right now.
Well,
Yeah.
if you click on weight carried and equipment, it'll open up a side window and will show carrying capacity, push, drag, or lift.
Right.
item.
It's saying how much I can carry, but it's saying how much I'm currently carried, but that's including all the weapons that I don't have on me.
Oh, that is a good point. Oh well, the weight is going to be negligible comparatively carrying two bodies. So what
Yeah.
I'm going to do is I'm going to take this this rope out of my pack. That's the 50-foot rope. I'm going to hog tie Baskar's legs to one end of the rope.
Don't show
Okay.
yours.
I'm going to hog tie the Quaggoth's legs to the other end of the rope.
Okay.
And midway through the rope, giving myself 5-ish foot of slack between the bodies, I'll kind of make another knot in a loop, and I'll kind of drag that, and I will drag two bodies behind me for a combined total of 510 pounds of carry weight.
So that's your drag weight is 510 pounds.
Yes.
Okay. I'll say that'll work. Yeah. Quaggoths are dense, but they're not that dense.
Okay. So I'm just going to be dragging an unconscious orc and a dead dog person through the streets at night. It's
Great.
fine, guys. It's
That
fine.
seems perfect. That seems
This is very
Well,
normal.
I can drag our wizard friend. Pretty sure.
What's a couple extra bumps and bruises?
And Amanda, I'm working on a quick personal message to you.
Unless
don't
somebody
know.
wants to help me carry this elf man, as he's gonna get dragged all the way back.
Also not an elf.
What? I thought it said elf on yours.
No, he
Hold up.
hates.
I almost ran into that.
Hold up. Oh, you can speak Elvish. That's what I saw. Whoops-a-doodle.
Did we establish where we're going?
I think back to the inn.
Okay, good. I was going to suggest that.
Yeah. Anyone want to help me carry? Anyone want to help me carry our poor,
No.
badly acting friend? Anyone? No. All right. Faulkner's got this. Ugh.
I look at my two extremely scrawny, small arms. I'm like, shut. And Bird Person will help. Bird Person can carry at most 105 pounds.
Well, I can carry an additional like 70 pounds on top of whatever I got going, so we might be able to just drag him.
If you
Be
include what I
fine.
have, I can only carry 30 extra pounds. Them
Wonderful.
potatoes were pushing it.
We got this. We got him. We got him.
So yeah, I'll help.
All right, so you are dragging / carrying your friends and or others
Uh-huh.
through the streets to where?
Back to
Back.
the end, I think.
Yeah. Back to Peck.
Trying to take back streets so we're not like, oh, hey, it's a wagon.
All right.
You know, the two dead dog things and almost dead creatures might.
We're just
Are
dead
you moving stealthily-ish?
I would assume yes, because there's lots of guards and shit going on, and we just ran into a bunch of stuff we didn't want to deal with already.
Yeah, trying.
All right. So, go ahead and make stealth checks at disadvantage.
Oh no.
Oh, hey, that's a cool one. Oh, it's okay. It couldn't get worse.
Too cheap.
Okay. We're okay even with disadvantage. We're okay.
There's no way we're moving stealthy. I'm not trying.
Okay. Well, stealth at disadvantage. Roll 1 is a 17 for a 21. Roll 2 is a 5 for a 9.
Sorry, I was reading. For who?
Jornock, stealth of 9.
Jornock. 9. Great. All right, Peck, what did you get?
7.
Okay.
We're not very quiet about this.
Well, you're
Actually,
dragging
Gavin, you do not-
orc.
who's full of like whatever chainmail or whatever you got, so that's loud as hell already.
Gavin, you're the only one who does not need to roll with disadvantage. I should have said that earlier. I apologize.
With our current group, Gavin's not even going to try to attempt stealthing.
Okay.
So he just whatever.
He's just like accepted it.
I accept.
Faulkner tried to stealth.
Faulkner, what'd you get?
Faulkner got a 17.
Whoa! Even at disadvantage?
Yeah, I rolled 11 on my first and then 14 on my second, so we got
Nice.
this.
You can't hear me, but I'm golf clapping for you. And if you watch my stream, I actually am golf clapping for you.
So even though the city is sort of alive with these very varied and threatening figures, with the aid of Faulkner, who kind of goes ahead, checks, comes back, dragging Peck along behind him, you do manage to make it back to the Lost Lizard Tavern unseen, and you do deposit after making your way inside past the door. You manage to deposit your friends on the taproom floor, along with the dead dog and the captured unconscious elf guy.
Peck will just immediately yell.
We come bearing gifts.
And
Yeah, he's heavier than he looks.
Brusque kind of comes in, pokes his head out from behind his safe room door, and you can see now that the tavern is deserted. The dwarf that you left here is passed out across the table.
Of course he is.
A mug of beer is just kind of like spilled and like dripping off the table onto the floor.
How much
How
did
many-
that one drink?
There's several empty mugs on the table.
Oh, you missed a perfect opportunity to just say one.
He's a dwarf. He's a dwarf. And Brust kind of comes out of the safe room and he goes, "So it went well then, I see."
No, it did not.
2 of them are almost dead.
What
Oh,
happened?
that was sarcasm. Okay. Sherlock does not understand sarcasm yet.
What happened? Where did you go?
We followed the tracks, and this ugly mutt decided he wanted to make a snack out of us.
Found waiters. Done. Cultists following. We smacked one hard twice. Then dogs came. Look at us. but got hurt.
Watching your facial expressions while you try and do Hex voice.
It's a struggle.
Bruss kind of looks at Peck. What are these things? And he kind of like looks at the dog, pointing to it. He looks. His eyes are like wide. What are those? I've never seen those before.
That is my project for the evening.
Your project?
Yes.
In what way?
Our friends need weapons.
Okay, and so you are going to carry around this dead dog?
No.
Help.
I'm going to fashion a weapon from his body.
And where do you plan on carving it up? We have kitchen.
Oh no.
Do you have a butchery
No.
room of sorts?
No, we have a back alley that you can use.
And I without saying anything, I pick it up by the ankle and I drag it out to the back alley.
Okay. So you all watch as the giant lizard man just picks up this dog.
By the way, we were told that we can pick up our weapons after the festivities, yeah?
Correct.
Okay, well, obviously you guys don't hear me say that because I'm unconscious.
Yeah, I do hear that.
So theoretically, in the morning, you could go back to the gatehouse and request your weapons back.
Who still needs a weapon?
I currently have a frying pan. It's very
Would you
sturdy.
prefer a club? Or a shield? Or javelin? Or darts? Or blowgun needles?
I got the club might be a little more effective than the frying pan, a little more reach and all that. This will do for the night. And he just kind of does like a little fake attack with the frying pan.
He's gonna hear that and be like, "Oh, idea!" And then he's gonna run over to the dwarf who's currently passed out. Look at the drink count. Go to Bruss. Did he pay?
Did he pay?
No, he opened a tab and then passed out before he finished.
Okay, cover. Peck will throw a gold to Bruss, but then take the club from under the sleeping dwarf.
Okay.
No, I paid for his drinks, but I'm taking his club. And I want to run over to Faulkner, very happy and proud, and present it with a big beamy look on my face.
Hot diggity daffodil. This will work splendidly.
Very well. You have
not used.
Does anyone else require something?
Nope, this would actually do me quite well.
She does those two guys small.
All right, so if nobody else says anything, I'll remember Baskar bitching about not having a shield.
Okay.
So I will use my cunning artisan trait as part of a short rest. So I'm assuming we're done for the night.
Yeah, we're gonna be taking a long rest.
So it'll just be a part of my long rest that I do it for. Then.
Well, I shouldn't speak for the rest of the group. I'm sorry.
Did we take the cultist? Oh shit.
Well, so what I'm going to be doing is part of my short rest. You can create a shield, club, javelin, darts, or blowgun needles from materials from slain creatures. So I'm going to use this Quaggoth to fashion a shield,
Sure.
like stretch some of his hide out across some bones that I formulate into like a circle and tie it off with some sinew and make a very gruesome looking shield out of it.
Sure. It's gonna end up make a dex check to see how good you made it.
While he's rolling, guys, did anyone remember to grab the cultist?
I was carrying the human.
So was I.
I don't think we grabbed the cultist.
I've got enough information. Technically.
Does anyone want to help me with these two unconscious people, though? I feel like we should at least put them in some bedrolls. I've got one. Anyone else got one?
There's probably beds in the.
We can get a room.
I don't think I can carry the orc upstairs, and I think Jornak's a little busy.
That was 19 on the dex check.
My guy does have a bedroll if it's visible on his person.
There's beds. I would ask Rusk to see if he could help get him upstairs.
Don't drop me, or else I probably lose. Or that's failed roll for me.
Let's see here.
Nobody go up in the alley. It's a gruesome scene out there right now.
It is. It's not great. So the tavern does not have guest rooms. You can't stay overnight in this particular tavern, but Brusk does offer up Peck's bed and his own bed for the recovery of your two companions.
At first I was like, oh, it's fair. So Peck will help get the people into the beds with Rusk. He helps.
Okay.
I mean, Faulkner's helping too.
Yeah.
Okay. The shield that you made, Jornok, looks kind of bad right now, but as it slowly dries, it will become more taut and better quality.
Nice.
Because he used fresh hide. But it does function as a normal shield.
Just for shits and giggles, I'll ask Brusk for some salt to cure it a little bit.
Okay.
I'll throw some out and I'll leave it out to dry a little bit more.
Okay. Sounds good. You do that. Leaving it in the alleyway or just in the tap room?
I'll bring it inside.
Okay. All right. So, sorry, I'm like eating some delicious guac.
For us, same.
So you have
So nobody got.
Shield. What's that?
So nobody got the cultist.
I don't know. I don't
Nope.
know.
Because I think
No
that
one
was part of your
specified grab-
plan, Brian, to bring the cultist.
Yeah,
but-
yeah, it was, but I was full up. I kind
We're
of
full up,
I
and me and
trust-
Peck were full up, bringing the other person back, and the other one was a kid.
Yep.
Could I at some point shout for somebody to go get those get the cultist if he's still there?
You can definitely pull your companions to see who is willing to make a second trip.
Okay.
Hey, we forgot the child. Somebody go back and get the cultist guy.
Was he conscious?
No.
He was
No.
unconscious.
Don't know for how long. You better hurry.
Need someone not sprung.
Need someone what? I missed that part. The word after
Not scrung.
And as I'm like trying to set one of the bones, I'm like,
Busy.
that? And I look over. The only other people who are conscious are me and the dwarf and the kid. Oh, I guess that's.
Yeah, the dwarf is actually unconscious.
Oh, I'm talking about Peck's dad.
Oh,
Oh,
Rusk.
yes. Yes.
He's like, well, I guess I've been volunteered.
Okay, let's go.
Okay. So you're making your way back through the town.
Yep, trying to get back to where the unconscious cultist kid was.
Making
Stealthily?
my way downtown. It's fast.
Of course, stealthily.
All right, go
Yep.
ahead and make stealth checks.
Come on, stealth crew. Oh yeah, 24.
Oh, I got 17 again. We're doing good on stealth checks tonight.
You manage to easily make it back there. And as you get there, the youth's eyes are sort of fluttering as he seems to be approaching the end of unconsciousness, but he's not quite awake just yet.
Whack him on the head. We lost power, Amanda. He went to sleep.
I assume
Yeah.
it's a non-lethal attack.
He kind of makes like a grunt,
Oh, look who's
grunts,
jealous.
grunts, and then just slumps.
Okay. I kind of just look at Faulkner and be like, is that the right thing to do?
You know, that just kind of adds to the laundry list of what we've been doing tonight. So let's add another one. And I pull out the rope.
All right.
We'll tie him up again.
I kind of want to hog tie him.
Oh, great. Perfect. Yep. You can do that. Make a dex check to see how tight those knots are.
Oh no, only a 9.
Okay.
He's a child. He's probably on the light side.
He's 14, yo. He could be muscular. You don't know.
No, didn't he say it was
Elf.
like 200 or something
I
like
thought
that?
he was like elf.
In elf years.
That was creepy.
Um,
He's unconscious
you-
anyway. It's not like he's gonna break out of these knots anytime soon.
True. So you hog tie him, and between you and Peck, you can easily start dragging him back down the
Yep.
road. Make another stealth check.
Are we quite literally just dragging him like with his face in the dirt?
Yep. 18.
With disadvantage. Did I?
No, you didn't say with
Sorry,
disadvantage.
with disadvantage because you're dragging a body again.
Oh my god, I rolled 12 twice. Let's go. So 18.
I rolled
Right.
19 twice for 25.
Nice. All right.
We are the stealth team.
Oh yeah.
You make your way down the road. You can feel his body juddering against the cobblestones. At one point, you kind of almost trip, and you feel a sudden lessening of your burden. And you look back, and a couple of the knots have loosened on him, and his hands are free and just sort of dragging behind him on the ground.
Can I fix those knots quick?
Yeah, sure, go for it.
Yeah. Do I gotta make another dex check?
Now you can just fix them.
Okay, cool.
So you fix the knots, make your way back. It's starting to get pretty late at night now. As you approach the Lost Lizard Tavern, you can see more shadowy figures weaving in and out of the shadows and the darkness of the streets, and you can hear the rattle of more and more wagons and the shouts of more guards. So activity seems to be reaching a height here in the city.
We should hurry.
I agree, compatriot.
Stuff his arm up on top of his body again, push him.
Okay.
Any closer, you can start weekend and Bernieing it.
All right, so you once again make your way back inside the tavern, and deposit the young cultist on the floor.
Special delivery. One squeaky teen.
Oh, fantastic.
Let's put him in the safe room.
Well, now will that be safe for him or safe for us?
Both.
Well, when he's awake, we expect him to do some more squeaking.
Yeah.
Brusk is kind of just looking at you. Heck? Did you kidnap someone?
No.
I
Bring
did.
them- and bring them here to my home?
No.
I did that.
He's asshole.
And I'll slink up behind Brusk and go,
And I helped.
He kind of make an intimidation check.
Intimidate my dad.
Jornock is just like naturally intimidating, so that's a 14.
He kind of like spins around, looks at you, takes a couple of steps back. But Peck, you can't just kidnap people you don't like.
But people from streets sacrificed, I think.
If I may interject, this person will be very important for Catrice.
Who?
Librarian within the Temple Ward.
Why does a librarian want a cult?
I felt it's better to not ask questions.
It might be better. You're right. It might just be better if I don't know.
Don't worry, we have city best interest in mind.
I'm not sure I approve of your friends.
It's all right.
Mostly okay.
They seem like criminals.
I'm gonna groan in a very agitated way.
Just
Kinda. But nice.
I'm not a criminal, I'm just poor.
See?
I'm gonna use that excuse from now on. I'm also poor.
Well,
No, never mind.
to some people, that's the same thing. That's what has us in this situation in the first place. Now, Peck,
Yeah.
you know what I have to do now. Because you cannot just bring home kidnapped people.
No.
Heck, I have never done this before, but I am putting my foot down. You are grounded.
No!
You just hear like this. You just hear like this, like sort of like a bird whale call, like a small little like petulant one, just like a.
Faulkner kind of walks over to Gavin. What the heck does grounding mean?
I don't know.
Jordog looks confusedly at the ground itself.
We're all looking at the ground.
I mean it. Go to your room this instant, young man.
There's an orc there right now.
Well, sleep on the floor. You're grounded.
Jordog thought he couldn't fly anyway.
Heck will just sort of like drop off, like dropping the cultist on the floor as hard as he can, and then just stomp up the stairs.
Well, if
And
he's
when
grounded,
young
I
man
think that
wakes up,
means
you are going to apologize to him.
Fine.
Apologize to the person who takes innocent lives and sacrifices him.
You kidnapped him without any evidence. You are criminals.
Oh, that's right. He doesn't have his robot anymore.
Put it on him.
I still don't know what grounded means, though. Anyway, I think we got off on the wrong foot here.
Pretty sure that means he cannot fly, but I did not think he could fly to begin with.
We're learning a lot of new things today.
More implications behind why Henry can't fly.
Russ kind of looks at you guys. Now, I don't know who you are or how you met my son, but he is at a very influential stage in his development, and I don't approve of you keeping company with him.
He's
You
under
can-
the hole.
You can stay here tonight, but you better be gone in the morning. I do not want to be associating with types of people like you.
Well, it sounds like
That-
Kevin's got
if
a real
I had
character.
a copper piece every time I heard that one.
He's just a shithead. Well, 16. Sorry.
16. Way over. By 4 years.
I'll be honest with you, sir. You're probably wise to have that assessment on him. But I will have you know, this hog-tied young tween is not an innocent person.
Well, I don't know that. And as far as I know, you don't know that either. And now you kidnapped him and brought him here on the most dangerous night of the year. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to think?
Go to sleep.
I can't sleep! There's a dead wizard in my bed!
He's not dead. He's still alive. At least last time I checked. I'll go look on that right now, actually.
You'd be so confused when you wake up.
Yeah, right. Nobody tell me. Dog. Damn it.
He kind of just looks around, and then just goes, gets a couple towels and makes himself a makeshift pillow and lays down behind the bar. Good night.
I'm gonna go check on our compatriots, make sure they're still alive.
Okay.
Still dreaming.
Go upstairs. And you see Alatar is sort of like grunting, his eyes are fluttering. He's alive, he's not like conscious, but he doesn't look super close to death either. He's cantankerous even in sleep, apparently.
Mm.
Go into the next room where Beskar is. Giant orc, tiny bed. His feet are hanging off the end like 1.5 feet. His arm is hanging on the floor, and his knuckles are just kind of like dragging on the floorboards because his arm is longer than the bed is high.
Why are you describing me as a knuckle dragger?
Well, because you're unconscious. Not normally, but when you're unconscious.
Peck is also currently poking at Brusk's teeth because orcs are weird.
Brusks? I mean, Beskar?
Or no, at Beskar.
Well, you're gonna get super grounded.
Yeah.
I mean, he's already grounded. He may as well double down, right?
Right.
I'm just getting Flash Park images. Flashback South Park images. Butters!
Butters! Hamburgers.
Butters! You are grounded!
Hamburgers.
Yep.
So you walk into Peck's room to see him just kind of like prodding orc tusks. And Beskar laying peacefully on the bed.
Is he still alive?
Yeah, he's breathing. Little stinky.
And we're all a little stinky.
Yeah, we went through shit too.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, sorry, you got yelled at by your dad there, but he's kind of right. We didn't exactly do anything. What's the word I'm looking for?
Legal?
Yeah, that's the one.
But you guys have
Oh,
good intention, right?
I'm not in the room.
where is this conversation happening? Is this upstairs?
In Peck's room.
This is
Okay,
upstairs in
that
Peck's room.
Jornock would have stayed downstairs, so I wouldn't be in this conversation either.
Yep.
Which brings me to my next question: did we put the cultist in the safe room underneath the bar?
Didn't get time to yet.
Well, I would've-
You can
I would've-
certainly attempt to in a moment. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. I'll let the conversation happen.
Okay. I can tell you this right now, Peck. I wanted to help those people. I really did. The problem was that we weren't really strong enough to do that. But your dad's right. We come back to his house, throw an unconscious kid on the floor, and all of a sudden it's like, oh God, what are these people doing?
But it's for good. It's to help.
Yep. But when people don't know everything, they jump to conclusions.
Right. No, I get it. He always does this when I try to help people.
He means well. Being a parent ain't so easy. That's why mine abandoned me.
Holy
I'm
shit.
find it surprise, but also had my parents abandon me.
What? He's not your dad?
We've been over this. I'm not there.
My guy's an idiot, remember?
It's true. That makes a small cackle noise as if it's alive. It's like, you're silly. So, don't know who parents are?
Nope.
Found as sticky egg in.
Did you say stinky or sticky?
Yeah. Stinky.
Stinky egg. Okay.
Well, we're not so different then in that regard. At least someone was nice enough to take care of you.
Yes. I am fortunate. Brusk is good.
No. No.
Though I want more. I feel like this is chance
No.
to do more.
No.
You know?
Mm-hmm. But you need to tell your dad that.
I know, but he doesn't listen too well.
You could try shouting louder.
No, I think more trouble. That's how I normally get in trouble. Go on.
Well, if you really do want to go out and do something, I'm sure your dad will understand. All I know is I can't help them tonight, but I can try and help those people some other time. And I'm going to go try and do that. As soon as we make sure everyone else is still alive. Hopefully our orc friend here makes it through without any horrible side effects.
He should be fine. He seems strong. I will watch over him. Though somebody should watch entrance to bar.
Maybe we should give that to Jornock. He's kind of intimidating. Anyone comes knocking, he could just yell at him.
Sure. If you need another walk, come get me when Brusk is sleeping.
Well, he said he was going to sleep soon, so might be a little bit.
Okay, let me know. Thank you. Good talking.
Good talking indeed. As I'm walking out, I just go, I like that kid.
All right. While this is going on downstairs, what are you doing?
All right. While Brusk is getting ready for bed, I'll go up to him. Brusk,
What?
Can we put this elf underneath your floor so he does not escape.
What?
In your hidey hole.
He means the safe room.
I mean, kind of sits up from his sad-looking towel bed on the floor. Well, now that you've brought a kidnapped victim here, you kind of have to hide him. He can't be found. What if the guards come back? Yes,
That's
put
the
him back
idea.
there.
Yes, okay.
I'll go to the thing that opens the door because I saw him do it, and I'll
Yep.
crack it open, drop him in there, close it up again, and I'll sit like right next to the entrance of it.
Okay. Kind of looks at you.
Hey, chill.
Interesting.
What? He's just whining.
I know. You.
Interesting.
Do not sleep here.
Oh, sitting up.
What was that?
Sitting up.
No, not yet.
Oh.
Contemplating, then sleep.
All right. Well, don't stare at me too hard. I am trying to go to sleep right
I'm
now.
facing the door, not
Oh.
brusque.
Oh, kind of like he lays down. You can hear some shuffling as he tries to get comfortable. And after a few moments, it falls quiet. And unless Gavin wants to do anything else,
I will watch the our little prisoner.
okay. So you're in the safe room with him then?
Yep. I will sleep slumped against the door.
Oh, okay. Double blind to get out. All right. So at that point, as Dornock has said goodnight to Russ, Faulkner comes back down the stairs.
Looks like they got this handled down here. I guess I'll go spend the night with our wizard friend, make sure he doesn't die.
All right.
Go spoon your wizard.
Wait a minute.
You're not conscious. You can't do anything, bird.
Now it's your
I'll
turn to
be on the
cast.
floor with a bedroll.
Now it's your turn to cast magic missile.
Oh.
All right. So you can go ahead and take a long rest.
Yay.
You made it through day 1.
After 8 sessions, yay!
8 sessions, we did it.
Okay, but these are short sessions, so I mean, if they
That
were
is true.
regular length, it'd be like 4 sessions, which is still a long time to make it through a day, but sounds like less.
Jornock is gonna try and wake up early.
Okay. And I know someone said something at one point about watching the door. Did that happen? Do you want that to happen?
I just kind of assumed.
Jornock was gonna do it for as long as possible before he finally zonked out.
Oh, and Amanda, can I, since I didn't have my weapons taken because I live here, can I just grab my good spear off the wall and just have a normal spear again?
Yes.
Okay, I will be sitting there at post with my spear at the ready in front of Baskar, kind of like at watch, but I'll just fucking conk out really fast.
Oh, that's adorable! This tiny little bird guy ferociously keeping watch at the sickbed of a giant orc.
He falls asleep, head over, spear still in his lap.
If we had fans, that would make great fan art.
Oh man, if only. You hear that one? You hear that old one Twitch viewer? You're charged with fan art.
All right, so morning breaks. Jornock, you come awake first, and the light in the tavern is dusky. Everything is still and quiet and peaceful, like the early hours of the morning are. It's so early that you don't even hear morning birds really yet. There's no traffic. Everything is still.
Okay. I'm going to set up a bunch of chairs, kind of like in a line, kind of like slightly in a circle-ish, like a half circle-ish
Okay.
line. And I'm gonna wait for everybody to wake up.
Who would like to wake up next?
Sure. Yeah.
I can wake up next.
Oh, and for the record, as many chairs as I have companions, -1 for myself.
Okay.
Do you want to know?
So
It's
All right.
It's not a drink.
So Faulkner wakes up next.
Yep.
He kind of comes downstairs. Your night was passed pretty easily. You were worried at first, based on how fitful Alatar was, that maybe he wasn't actually getting better, but he's fine.
Hooray!
okay, as he comes downstairs, I'll look at him and go, "Wake the others."
All right. Don't get testy. I'll go do it.
Testy. This is how Jonak talks.
All right, I'm gonna go try and start waking people up upstairs. I'll go back to Alatar first because I was in the room with him.
What? Right. Yeah.
I like how you were confused for a moment. Like what?
Look, I try to wash certain things out of my memory.
I was sleeping on the floor, man. What do you want? What do you want from me?
Did you make a friend for him?
Only by taking territory, unlike Germany.
Amanda, I'm gonna send you a ping in a moment here.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna try and after I wake him up, I'm gonna go try and get Peck and Baskar up.
Alright, you managed to do that.
Hooray.
Everyone is awake now.
As
Our people.
as people start to wake
Oh,
goddamn,
excuse me. Sorry.
whoever is dying on the mic, please
That's me.
tone it down just a little bit.
Justin, go die in peace somewhere else.
I'm muting. Fuck off.
As people wake up and start coming downstairs, I'll point to the chairs and I'll go, "Sit."
Ooh, I love this game. Where's the music?
Oh, I played. Peck's gonna dive into one of the chairs first.
How's Jasper doing?
Jasper.
The cultist? His
Still
name?
underneath.
Yeah, I'm in that room.
Oh, you are? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I have no idea where he was because I came down. He was already in the safe room.
Yeah.
Just I'll hobble over to a chair.
Alright.
Your dog's a sellout, dude.
Jesper is fine. He's very bruised. He looks, well, you can't see him, but he groans like he's in pain whenever he tries to move. And as soon as he wakes up, he goes, whoa, where am I? What's going on?
Peck gets ready to conk.
No, Peck. Not this time.
No?
No, not this time. Hey, how you doing, sleepyhead?
I'm not great. How are you?
Yeah, we've all been better.
Oh. Great, good.
Come on, we got a meeting downstairs. Grab your things.
We are downstairs.
We're in the
Yeah.
safe room.
So they're in the safe room, still underneath the floor. This is in the main bar area where I'm having everybody sit down in the chairs.
Oh, I was gonna say down in the cellar is about as far down as you can get.
Yeah, that's where I was confused. I thought he was with us.
Yeah, no, he's not invited to this meeting.
Okay.
I will open it up for Gavin.
I retract everything that I said in that previous thing.
Great. It never happened.
Strike it from the record.
I will open it up to Gavin to come upstairs.
All right. Jesper starts forward, and then the door shuts in his face. Wait! And then you can't hear him anymore.
Just a mind thing game while we're doing those.
All right.
Yeah,
Everybody here and in the chairs?
I don't remember if I actually went down there. I probably would have been
You
going.
have, you have
Sorry?
the option of waking up and doing that if you want.
Peck would have probably retroactively like hold on your arm, make sure you're awake, and checked on you to make sure you're like okay
and not dead.
And I'll be like, the tea will be ready momentarily, dear.
What?
Was that English?
The tea will be ready momentarily, dear.
Oh.
Dear.
Peck is going to lightly bonk on the face with the spear end. Sir, Mister,
Oh.
you okay? No.
Oh. These old bones have seen better days, but yes, I will survive today.
Okay, I'm glad. I think angry Jornak wants us downstairs.
Okay, lead the way.
Okay. That's my bed, by the way.
Is it broken?
It's a valid question.
So it's a straw tick mattress, and it's much more compressed than it ever has been for Peck.
You're gonna have to re-nest, my dude.
But the frame itself and the linen holding the straw tick they're fine.
Okay, I'll go down.
Yep. So we're all down there now.
All right, so Jornok's gonna do the whole thing where he puts his hands behind his back and he's gonna start pacing back and forth in front of the whole group, and he's gonna go turn to everybody and say,
Yesterday was a disappointment.
Could say that again.
It occurs to Jornach, if I am to defend you, I need to know about you. You lack the ability to defend yourselves.
but I'll turn to Peck.
Not bad.
I'll point at Peck, not bad.
So, I bring us here. We talk. You must tell Jornach what you are capable of, what your specialities are, and what your weaknesses are.
I'm just like take my hand off my side, presumably where I ripped to ribbons, and just kind of like make little sprinkles of magic in here. That's about it. Just like go back to being hunkered over in pain.
So the soft hands can make sparkles. That is it. That is all I can count on you for.
Yep.
I will turn to Chuckles, aka Faulkner.
You.
Hello.
What are you good for beside laughing at everything?
Hey now. I can do way more than that.
What?
For starters, I helped these people, and I pointed at the two that were unconscious, to make sure they didn't actually die.
Jornach did that for this one.
And I point at the Grey Tusk, aka. God damn it!
The one that everyone's pointing at, apparently.
Yeah.
I'm a man of the cloth, good sir.
Jornach does not understand this reference. Man of cloth.
Okay.
You wear cloth, yes.
Yes.
What does that mean?
So, I am a cleric. I worship a god, and I'm able to perform certain miracles, like healing and making things easier for everyone. Kind of like how I made it easier for Peck to open the door down in the basement.
Not unlike shaman of Jornach's clan.
We'll go with that one, yeah.
Can you call lightning from the sky?
Not yet.
Can you speak with the ancestors?
Don't think so. Well, unless you count my deity of the ancestors.
So not as powerful.
And I move on.
You know what? Let him have it. Let him have that one.
I'll come to Peck next.
You not bad in fight. Jornach surprised. You do good. What are you good at?
Learn. Walk like wind. Strong like steel. And Pekka's like jumping up on the chair, doing like action poses with the spear. And then he kind of looks around the room, just like sits down again calmly. I learn from a traveling monk. I fun whack. I'm quick. Sneaky. A stab. I'm fast.
I give a few nods, and I'll kind of like go back over the list. Okay, Sparks can maybe help people. Quick and fast. Okay, kind of stealthy. Okay. I'll turn to Gavin next.
You. Not seen many do things that you do.
I do a lot of things you can't see. I say that with my ability.
Okay.
And Jornock's like kind of really taken back because his mouth's not moving. He'll look around a bit and like kind of like swat imaginary things in front of his face.
That was new.
Not really.
Speak without words. What else?
Whoa, you can do that? That sounds impressive.
Actually, speaking out loud, normally I don't use it for, common communication. I like to try to keep a lower profile, but due to last night's fiasco, I had to use it on the guards.
Seems like helpful tool.
It's got its uses.
What else are you capable of?
Well, hoping to figure that out myself soon.
Okay, I'll nod.
Small. Seem to forget that I'm in the room half the time.
God, we're fucked.
He also knows people. I'm not so social.
I know some people.
We're so fucked.
Is that what Aladar next thing?
Yeah.
I'll turn to Baskar. And again, Justin, I'm not calling you out as a player.
I know.
Jornock.
Expect better from you. What are your capabilities?
I can make some ice for that burn.
I come from an experienced warrior clan, but truth be told, it has been a long time since I've been an actual seasoned warrior. By the way, and I'm gonna stand up. Exactly how old are you, Jornock?
Give me 1 second here. I have it down. Oh, he's younger than I thought he was.
22 years old.
Was not.
Do not.
I'm just gonna go pat him on the shoulder and be like, oh, sweet summer child. You have many years to go to get the experience that I've had.
True. Jornock is not tested in war. Almost was, but the opportunity escaped.
Truth be told, I probably would have been better off had the guards not confiscated some of my gear before coming into town, but all I could do was make do.
You required shield, yes?
Well, I have a shield, but it is presently not with me.
I'll go and pick up the shield that I made last night and bring it into the room.
It is simultaneously grotesque and amazingly well made. It is the blood-clotted hide. Did you defer it, or did you just flip it over so that the leather side is out?
I probably would have deferred it.
Okay. So there's a couple of little holes where he maybe got a little careless around the edges, especially where it's stitched to the bones. Turns out Quagoth hide is teal, quite thick, almost kind of like tough. It's extremely tough, even when it hasn't been properly tanned, and it does not smell great. But it is a shield that he gives you, and apparently he has good intentions behind it.
I'm just
This-
imagining the macaroni art of dog parts right
This hopefully shall suffice until you can retrieve your own.
And I'll kind of heft my axe as I say that.
Just as this axe is temporary for Jornach.
As we go on.
I'm holding the shield like, oh, what? Like you're holding a dead mouse by the tail?
Oh, you shouldn't have. You really shouldn't have.
I'm
Dim
like,
light of the flying
well.
lizard folk.
Just hang it on your fridge, Justin. Oh.
Use it or use it not. Jornach does not matter, does not care either way. But should provide protection until your shield can be returned.
I made it for you.
I made this for you.
Well, I'm gonna take a quick peek outside, see if the town has kind of returned to normal.
Sure, poke your head outside. You undo all 6 locks on the doors.
There's no windows. There's no windows.
They're shuttered. I guess you could open the shutters if you want to.
Just a tiny bit, just to have a look outside.
Okay, there's 2 locks on the shutters as well. So you undo them, and you pull them open, and you glance out, just a hair. The streets are empty, but it seems to be now more the emptiness of early morning than of fear. You can just kind of make out the barest glow of dawn on the horizon. It's not quite reached over the walls of the city yet, so it's still quite early. And you can make a perception check.
Okay, let's see, which dice do I want to fail me today? Okay. A 10.
It's very distant, but you can kind of hear the sounds of revelry and chatter. The Lost Lizard Tavern is not terribly far from the district gate, and through the gate you can kind of hear the goings on of the richer, more fortunate parts of town gearing up for the day.
Now, when you say richer parts of town, I don't think I'll be able to carry the shield without getting some weird looks, especially being an orc and all. And having a dignified look as well.
You can infer that as soon as you leave this district and go into any other district with any type of affluence, people are going to give you strange looks.
We're gonna slowly make Baskar go native.
Oh my god.
Huh? Phase first. What?
What's a bath?
I'll hang on to the shield for now.
Okay. All right, but there's nothing like dangerous or that's suspicious looking happening outside.
I have to add, but what would I add to my inventory?
You can just add a shield. They're not for flavor. It's a hide shield, but there is no way to differentiate that in D&D Beyond that I'm aware of.
In 5th edition, all shields are the same for AC.
Yeah.
Yep.
So really what it's made of is just flavor.
Okay, I'll just write hide shield on it for now.
Okay.
Alright, well, I gotta find my way back to the library so I can revive my dead hawk.
We have one more order of business to attend to.
And I'll open up the once the door is closed, I'll open up the hidey hole again and pull out our elf buddy.
Oh my god! Hi! What can I please? Hello. I would like to go home and sleep in my own bed and forget that I ever saw any of you guys, and you guys, whoever saw me, and just go our separate ways and never see each other or speak about this ever again.
Insight check.
Sure.
Oh, I would like that as well, if I can.
All right.
Go ahead.
Actually, I'll give Justin advantage.
I was gonna say I would help him too, but we got it covered.
Well, it's not great. It's only a 12, even with advantage.
He is scared shitless. He has been pulled out of a dark hole after being knocked out in an alleyway. And he is now facing a crowd of people who he does not know. And one of them is holding a shield made out of the remains of a freshly killed animal. And two of them are large. One of them is a bird person. One of them looks like he got pulled through a meat grinder. And one of them is a child. And he is so very confused and so very uneasy. And he is telling the truth. He really just does not want to be here anymore. He would like to leave yesterday.
I think I had a dream where you guys whooped my ass.
So I'll turn to him and say to him,
You are lucky I do not tear your throat out where you stand.
Kind of
Your religion preys upon the weak and defenseless.
He kind of just nods his head frantically. Yep, you're right. You're totally right. It does. It's awful. And he kind of like holds out his hands. You're not really sure what he wants, but he holds them out anyway.
We have
Do not free him yet.
not free yet. Need clarification on something you said last night.
Okay. My name is Jesper. I live in the craft ward. My dad makes
I'll
pottery.
very, very awkwardly put a single claw up to his mouth to shush him.
A very high pitched, scared sound escapes his throat.
Down, Jornok!
You said the guards take them across the river.
Yes. Yes.
Where?
Oh, am I allowed to talk now?
Yes.
No.
Oh. I don't know. I've never been there. If I had been there, I would probably die there and never come back. I've heard it's a terrible, terrible place. So if that's all, I'm just going to. And he starts to like shuffle towards the opening of the door because his feet are
I get in his way.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Jornok, I have a request of you.
Yes.
We are going to take our friend here back to his house, but we're going to make a quick stop on the way to the craft ward.
Wait, before we do that, I have a question for our little friend here. I'm gonna get kind of close to his face, kneeling down.
Remember, I'm the mean one.
Yes, you're big, very big and scary. Now please step aside.
This like high-pitched whine has started to escape him as now the two biggest, scariest people in the party are on him.
Alright, and I'm gonna ask him. Well, I'm gonna talk to him a little bit. Like, seeing that you have divulged such information that you have to us, what exactly do you plan on doing? Or if your cult finds out about what information you gave us, how much trouble are you in?
I don't know. Probably lots.
But I'm hoping to remedy. We just need to get to the temple ward first. And I need you all to be respectful this time.
I'm gonna go bring my bird back. I don't know what you want from me.
Sounds like we might be able to make a deal. We leave you out of any conversations regarding the cultists, and you never bother us again.
Oh, I don't want you again. No way, no way. I don't want that. I don't even want to see you again. I would rather just forget all about you. I want to go home and drink hot chocolate and sleep in my bed and have my mom read me a bedtime story.
And I'm just gonna whisper to him like, I'm pretty sure some of us have a way to find you, and that lizard person has said something about elves being delectable.
Okay, scared all the piss out of his body. Can we continue?
I'm gonna
taste
turn
so
on.
bad. I taste really bad. I taste so bad. I taste the worst. I'm the worst tasting elf ever. Please don't kill me.
I also hear that. Wait. I also hear that he prefers them scared and young.
I'll put a clawed hand on on Baskar, I'll start pulling him back a little bit.
As he's doing that, I'm gonna turn on him, give him the fucking anime point, be like, "You're not getting my wing!" Just fire in my eyes.
All right. At this point, I'm gonna lean into Peck. Okay, maybe we are the bad guys.
I'm a fucking weird guy in the alley. It's been a day where I've been bloodshot.
They
What?
start.
You're totally hotboxing.
All right, guys. I know we need stuff, but bring it down a little bit. All right. He's already scared shitless. No need to make him any more.
I was done. I was ready to move on to Ducky's suggestion. just to add a little extra to that.
As you look down, you can see a dark trail kind of weaving its way down his leg through the robe.
All right.
I don't get eaten. I promise. I swear.
Okay.
I'm gonna get up and I'm just gonna start trying to undo the bindings that I had on him.
Sounds like a deal. Sounds like a deal. You don't talk about us, and we don't talk about you.
Oh, I never want to talk about you again. You haunt me. My dreams, probably.
We take you home now.
He's
Make
like
stop
shaking.
Everybody, quit scaring the piss out of the elf.
Yeah.
I'm the one undoing the ropes. Okay.
Yeah.
Back on for a minute.
He's shaking as you're trying to like undo the knots. He's like literally quivering, and his chin is like quavering, and he looks like he's about to cry.
I'm getting a mop.
We take you home now. We take you home. We get one stop first.
Okay, but sure, like actually take me home, or just like the thing where you say that and then you kill me and leave my body in a ditch.
I put my hand on his shoulder, even though he's shaking. We'll take you home.
I thought you were going to say, we'll take good care of you.
I should have.
Okay.
Jasper, look at me. I can promise you, you will make it home alive.
I thought you were.
You're 10.
You are, and yes, and I captured you. This is what's going to happen. We are going to take you home. We are going to make a quick stop in the temple ward. We're going to answer this lady I know, all her questions.
She's a bitch.
And then we will take you home from there. Is that a deal?
Do I have a choice?
You could choose not to and see what the lizard man has in store for you.
Oh, I agree.
No, wait. Please move. Trying to mop.
Just imagine it's like going through the
He kind of looks down and notices like a tiny puddle forming by his shoe, and then he just kind of blushes. I'm sorry.
Don't worry, I've seen worse from grown men.
It's okay. Happens here more often than you think.
Doesn't make me feel better.
Alcohol's a hell of a drug, kid.
You probably feel better if you give him back his.
Nope,
Yeah.
that's not.
Are you still wearing it?
He is still wearing it. We never took it off him.
Yeah. Kid is in like his underclothes.
Probably ripped to shreds.
You're
I
in
mean,
like a kid's like size outfit.
His hand. Give him his cloak. Heck.
it's just like you can just see like.
I don't think he wants to wear his cloak running back through town, but there's got to be something we can give the poor kid.
And I just
Give
like
him something.
slowly take off the rags that it got turned into, and just kind of like hand it back.
He kind of takes it in his thumb and forefinger. Thank you.
Get dressed. You go.
Hey.
I'm giving him the stank eye the whole time.
So he starts putting on this slashed and bloody and just filthy robe, and after he puts it on, there's like gashes over his chest and across his back, and like
Nope.
blood running down the back and sides.
All right.
There's just like dirt from where he was
I'm
dragged.
pulling out the common clothes from my backpack and handing it to him.
Thank you so much.
In my incredibly high state, I'm gonna look at him and be like, "I need that blood back."
But I'm also gonna ask the kid. By the way, if you were out in daylight walking around with that rope, wouldn't you get in any sort of trouble?
Yeah.
I don't know. I got it a week ago.
My goodness, child, how long have you been with these people?
A week?
Enough to know he shouldn't be at this point, but put on some actual clothes here.
Okay. Are you
Child,
gonna watch?
No, I turn around.
Go back into the safe room.
before you
I just keep
change,
giving him the snake eye and then just kind of like back out.
Why are you making him do stuff before he changes?
well, I'm just saying, before you get changed, real quick, just find some honest work. This isn't a good path for you.
I love pottery now. My dad always wanted me to make his vases. I think I will.
As long as that is not a euphemism for anything else, then yes, I say pursue that dream.
Wait. What the fuck would that be? Euphemism?
I wouldn't know. I'm just saying, as long as that's not a euphemism.
Dime bag of vases.
Yeah.
He kind of okay, and then he just like sidles back into the secret room and like changes, and then he comes back out with the robes in a bundle, looks at all of you, hands them to Alatar. Here's your blood back.
I just kind of like swipe it into my jacket or my cloak real quick and just kind of keep getting the snake eye.
So, Jornak, are you ready to go?
Yes.
Where do you guys want to meet back up after this? We're not allowed here anymore. You heard Peck's dad.
Oh. Once you get it done, I'll do it.
Well, I'm going to the library. I got a bird to sort out.
You done?
I can help.
Sure, my little furry, my little
feathery,
that one friend.
You need water? One moment though. Is Brusk just been watching this with a horrified expression from his face behind the bar?
I'm kind of just like gently waving back and forth.
What? Make an insight check on Brusk.
Excuse me.
19.
He has been pretending to be asleep with his back to you, but he is 100% awake and listening to the whole thing.
Yeah. Go like just sort of gently pull at his boot. Brusk. Dad.
What? He just kind of rolls over.
Dad,
Oh.
you're a shit liar.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
You're awake.
What time is it?
Wait. To go continue helping these people. Please let me.
Heck, you're grounded. I thought we covered this last night.
But I can make.
I don't approve of your friends. They've made you commit a crime.
But for good.
I will step forward and say,
We require what he knows. There is corruption in this city, and he was witness to it. The mayor himself has divulged information about the Festival of the Reaping.
To be fair, we did bring him back on the worst night in the city.
Yes, they saved me.
Be that as it may, Peck, what's going on in the city is bigger than you or me. What makes you think a tiny little bird boy is gonna make a difference?
That's why we got Jornak.
We have to try. We cannot just live in this shit and let it ruin us.
But it doesn't ruin us, Peck. We're protected. We're fine.
But for how long?
For as long
Besides,
as
I
I'm
do
alive.
not like seeing neighbors taken every year. It's scary and sad and shit.
Make persuasion check.
Your foot.
He does that. Oh, not 20 plus 4, 24.
Oh.
Sorry, that was the wrong skill, but still. That's still fucking. Where's persuasion? Wow. It's just a straight 20. Straight 20.
Nat 20 though. Let's go.
I've got just
Kind
like
of-
a small tear running down my cheek from the speech.
I'm persuaded.
What are you
bows
not?
his head. He kind of bows his head. I understand that this is important to you, Peck. And I understand that this is a scary time to grow up in. But you must understand that I will always do my best to keep you safe.
I understand, but now is my turn to protect you. And I give him a big hug.
Oh.
And then I'll say, I will be back. You stay safe. I'm going to help them save city.
In a now rare moment of clarity, Alatar is going to reserve himself to protect Peck. And then go immediately back to being in just a complete daze.
Like one more, I'm just, whoa.
Yeah, yeah. Shit.
Clarity. Brief soberness.
Yeah.
Russ kind of nods. All right. I understand that young men need to wander. You're getting to be the age where you would start to be restless for adventure either way. So you can go. But I expect regular updates. You know how to write. You know the address. I want updates on what you're doing. I am not joking, Peck. I am not kidding.
Hard!
I will write.
I need to know where you are at all times, okay?
Alatar points over his shoulder and is like, no worries. Philly can fly Oh.
Okay, first task, I kill his bird.
Like, okay, when Philly is back in the world of the living, he can fly messages back to you.
But I will do. We'll do. Well, I'll come back visit. First we need to succeed in mission.
Okay, but Peck, if you ever leave the city, just remember, keep enough copper in your wallet to write me a letter and pay for the postage, and always travel by the high roads.
Feel like meals for free.
Would you stop?
He does!
When you have a fillig.
Okay, well, gotta go get real high first again, and then, yeah, it'll be fine.
So I'll give Brusk one final hug goodbye, and then I will trot out with the group with my little bag of belongings and my nice new spear.
All right.
No, this is a nice spear with like an orange and blue braid that kind of goes around the length of it.
But with potatoes attached to it.
No, potatoes are in my room probably.
The steak potatoes.
Yeah, stank potatoes are gone.
Yeah.
It's a damn shame. I kind of wanted them to become stank bombs later.
I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna start hobbling off to the library.
Peck will follow.
Well, I
right.
probably need to break off from the group for a little bit to run my own errands. A, to see if I can get my equipment back, and B, to see if I can meet up with Cassius again, the person who I arrived at town with.
Yeah, you came here on a
And
job.
C, to talk to the textile merchants. But I do communicate that with the group.
Yeah, such one. He
came here on a mission. I know, we're fine.
I know,
He
that's
came here with
funny.
a team to find a certain person.
Yeah.
And they like stood up because I went and bugged Beskar for help, and he's like, "Shit, I guess I'll go help annoying bird person." And then he never saw his buddy again.
Yeah.
Poor buddy.
That's how that went. Yep, that's how that went. That happened.
It did.
Can you guys anything?
No, thanks.
You got a spotted cow?
I have Alaskan Amber.
No, I'll turn it down.
I don't know.
I'm a child, anyways.
All right, so you can definitely do that if you would like. Who would like to do what first? So that I can address it in a reasonable order.
I'm just gonna head with the general group to make sure they don't permanently scar the poor elf boy any more than we already have.
Okay,
Right.
just
I would-
too late. Oh, any more than we have. Okay.
I would
Okay.
probably invite anyone who needs to pick up their equipment to come with me.
have no equipment.
Me and Peck are just beelining.
I need to pick that up too,
Yep.
though.
I need to pick up my equipment, but at the same time, I want to make sure this elf thing gets done right.
And I expect you to be big and scary enough that he won't try to run
You know what?
off.
I'm going with the hat. I'm going with the orc man. I'm going with the orc man. I changed my mind.
All right, so Gavin is going alone with Jesper.
No, I'm taking Jornok with me.
Okay.
Yep. Going with Jasper.
Before we split off, I'm going to turn to the group and just say, all right, let's meet at the front gate in 2 to 3 hours.
Sounds like a plan.
And then me and Peck are fucking beelining it for the library to go get summon backfilling.
All right. So Baskar and Faulkner are going to the gatehouse.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yep.
And then Gavin and Jornok are going to take Jesper to Catrice's.
We're so good at splitting the party.
Well, you're not just splitting the party once, you're splitting the party 3 times. Yay!
It's a hat trick.
I'm gonna be against it.
Well, it's 3 groups of 2. We're nice and balanced. We're good.
Yeah, you are. It works out great.
Where's the
We're
dwarf?
going to be in the fucking library getting high, for summoning Phillig, so not much.
What are you doing to innocent?
He's bringing back the bird merch.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
The bird that got murked.
Not much is going to be happening.
Yeah. Our trip is probably the least essential.
Yep.
All right, so let's start with Baskar and Faulkner going to the gatehouse.
All right.
All right, so you make your way out of the first district and you start traveling back through Amelin towards the gate you entered in. And the city has a completely different air from the one that you saw the day before. Whereas yesterday was just celebratory and party everywhere. Today seems, well, happy and celebrating a bit more low-key, a bit more even-keeled. There's a line of people making their way out of the city because the festival is, for the most part, over. And they are back on their way towards their various homes and establishments. And it is slightly confusing because now all of the gates of the city are open and there is no signage to tell you where to go. You're just kind of expected to figure it out. Make intelligence checks to find your way back through the city to the gatehouse.
Oh no! Hey, nat 20, but an 18 thanks to my int modifier.
Well, that's a 14 for me because I got no int modifier and I rolled a 14.
All right, both of you. It takes a little bit. Even though you rolled so well, it's just a city that you're not familiar with, and there are gobs of people everywhere, just like going to work, going to temple, going home, leaving. There's people everywhere. So roads that you were looking at, like with a picture of one way in your mind, you get there today and it looks totally different. So it takes you not a lot of extra time, but maybe 10, 15 extra minutes than you would have liked to find your way to the gatehouse back through the city. But you do eventually manage it.
Mm-hmm. Alright, well, I'm gonna go collect my gear.
Alright.
Same.
Alright, so you walk up to the gatehouse, and the man on watch looks extremely bored. There is a queue, several dozen people long, all waiting for various items that were confiscated at the beginning of the festival yesterday. He looks simultaneously bored and harried. Like a checkout attendant. So you end up waiting in line for quite some time before you finally make it to the gate yourself. And he looks up. Yeah, who are you?
I'm Baskar, and I'm here to pick up my equipment.
Got your claim check.
Produce that.
All right, just a minute. And he hands it back, and a page who looks very flushed and very out of breath goes. And just starts running back across the street towards the barracks. And he's like, next.
Hi there, my name's Faulkner. I'm also here to pick up my things.
You have your claim check.
Right here.
Great. And he hands it back to another page who takes off running.
Look at him go.
5, 6 minutes later, they come back. All right, gentlemen, here are your things. Go off to the side, and you can see they've got like a TSA style table with like bins and places for you to reassemble yourself.
Recombobulation center.
Yes.
Yep. Yep. There's a recombobulation center.
What fancy service for a festival.
Oh wait!
even.
Oh, and before we actually move over there, I would have asked the person: has a person by the name of Cassius stopped by this morning?
No. I don't think so. Man, a lot of people have come by here. What does he look like?
I would describe him to the person in the guard post, but I don't have an actual description for him.
That's all right. Is he human?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll keep my eye out, but do you know how many humans came to this festival, sir?
Quite a lot, I know. Quite.
I was one of them.
Yeah. See? Where was the last place you saw him?
Well, we met over by the well, and that's going to be my next stop. Well, I don't remember which particular well, because it's been a few sessions, but I would describe that particular well, I guess.
Okay. We'll just say, for the purposes of this, that is the trade ward.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, do you know how to get there from here?
Would I know how to get there from here since it looks different?
A quick refresher is always helpful.
Alright, so now that the gates are open, you leave here, you take a right, and you just keep going straight till you get to a giant city wall, and then you'll be at the trade ward.
Thank you kindly.
Much appreciated.
It's at the opposite side of the city. I hope he hasn't left yet. I honestly don't write down the people who come through here. We just know who hasn't come through here because of all the weapons we have left at the end of the festival. So, unfortunately, I can't tell you if he's been here or not, but I hope he hasn't left yet.
I will be keeping an eye out for him.
Yeah, you seem super tall, so I feel like if he's in a crowd, you ought to be able to spot him sooner. Or maybe he'll be able to spot you. Either way, good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah. Anything else I can help you with today, sir?
Not for me. What about you?
Nope, I think I'm good.
Alright, great. So if you want to head on over to the recombobulation area, put your things on, and then
Cannon!
bring the bin back.
Cannon!
Added to the notes.
What exquisite service.
Okay, I go recombobulate.
Okay.
Roll for recombobulation.
Faulkner's just A-okay with whatever the hell he's calling it. That's too big of a word for him to understand.
He's like, okay. He just walks over and does it.
Yep.
Alright, so that's the first part of you guys, recombobulating. Alatar and Peck.
Hi. Lead away.
So I can mark those back in my inventory, the axe and shield.
Yep.
Wait, what do you do with the old shield that someone lovingly made for you?
I will present it back and say thank you kindly.
I mean, if you don't want that shield, I'll take it.
Oh my god.
I get my battle axe, my rapier, and my shield back, okay? And are they all clean and ornate looking still?
Yeah, they look like they were treated with care. They were just confiscated so that random strangers don't shield bash each other in the middle of the street.
I'll take the fancy maid shield if you don't want it.
Wait, the fancy what?
The shield that what's his name made for you.
Oh, okay.
Jornak.
Yeah, I do not mind if you have it. And I will hand it over, and you can add hide shield to your inventory, and I will remove hide shield from my inventory.
Neato.
It's just a regular shield. I just called it high shield.
By the way-
High shield.
Sorry, side note. Chris, you remember the club that I gave you that was not yours?
Uh-huh.
You did put down, that is a special club, actually, right?
Oh, it is a special club?
Yes. Amanda, will you be able to give him the special stats later?
I mean, once he identifies it. Until he identifies it, it's just a weird club in his inventory.
All right, never mind. Oh, I didn't know any of that. Okay, never mind. Keep going.
I mean, I'm hanging on to the club. It was a gift.
Hi. You can't cuddle and be.
Oh, go ahead, Altar.
Oh yeah. I guess we're gonna go to the library. I'm gonna throw the rest of the resources that I bought, and I guess we're just gonna get bait for an hour waiting for Billig.
All right, make an intelligence check to find your way back to the library.
Can I ask a quick question, DM?
Yeah.
How do you spell the name of the beast that this thing was made from?
Quagoth. Q-U-A.
Okay.
G-G-O-T-H.
Awesome. I added that to the notes.
Great.
It's teal.
It's teal. Yeah.
A teal hide shield. Let's go.
Yep.
We're fucked.
What was your roll, Alatar?
What was that?
No,
Was that a solid? Was that a solid 1?
Actually, no, it was a 9, but it's not very good.
Do you want to hit with my -1 modifier?
You have a -1 modifier to
For
intelligence?
Oh yeah.
I got -2. Oh yeah.
Oh no.
I mean, I rolled a nat 20 and only got an 18, so we're doing fine.
Heck got a 3.
We're fucked.
Well, you guys do that.
3 hours
Oh.
later.
Yeah, you guys end up wandering. Somehow you end up in the temple ward, and you're really not sure how or where or what's going on. But the altar gardens look great, so you just kind of end up walking through those for a little while.
You just think that we're out for a nice one.
I mean, I'm fucking head in the clouds right now.
Yeah.
Relative.
Oh no.
So you're kind of just wandering around right now. How about Gavin and Jornock? What are you doing?
The only ones actually doing
We're heading
that.
back to the temple ward and bringing Jasper the priest.
Ah, you're going there on purpose. Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
I have a plan.
Okay. Make an intelligence check to find your way to the temple ward. Gavin, go ahead and make it with advantage.
Oh, please let it be the other way and they end up at the library.
You can roll in the game here, if you're feeling lazy.
Oh boy.
Anything, I'm just trapped.
That's a hot 7 for me.
All right, 7. Gavin, what did you get?
Oh, whoops. Well, I got a 6 and a 7.
Oh no.
Before
6 it is.
before modifiers or after?
After modifiers, it is 8 and a 9.
Oh. All right.
Yeah. This is why I don't use.
I say again, we're fucked.
You end up following Alatar and Peck to the altar gardens.
They're on a merry little adventure.
Meanwhile,
kind of-
Jornock goes, they were both places that had books. This is the right one, isn't it?
You're kind of confused why Alatar and Peck are in the temple garden, and honestly, after walking around for a little bit, you're confused too. But it's a nice day, so you decide to stay a while.
You wouldn't happen to know where what was the library called? Library of the Gods is? No, yeah, Library of the Gods. You wouldn't happen to know where the Library of the Gods is, would you?
Who are you asking?
Jasper.
It's the very tall library in the center of the ward.
Oh, hey, look at that. We have a direction to go.
We walked past it to get here.
We did.
Let's get back over there.
Okay.
All these places with books are. They look the same to Jornock.
All right. So you make your way to the Temple of the Gods. And once again, the man at the desk. Hello, how can I help you?
You know me.
You are
Did we follow them in?
They're following us.
No, you guys are going away from us. We are going to Catrice's place. You don't get to talk to Catrice again.
Oh, I thought we were at the library.
You're not allowed to talk to her.
I
Two
shut
separate libraries.
across the city.
Only
So the
awkward.
library, the
Only awkward.
library that Alatar is looking for belongs to an academy. This is a religious library.
Yes.
Can I burn weed there?
Anyways, Jornak, please be on your best behavior when we talk to Catrice. Guy behind the corner. Hi. I would like to see if is Catrice available.
He kind of looks at you, lifts his spectacles. Oh yes, you're the child who was here yesterday night?
Correct.
Yes. Where is your gang of ruffians?
Well, I've only got the one with me here, and a special guest.
And I hold up a single hand.
You are not the special guest. You stay here.
Yes, and might I ask how you know Catrice?
I know Caprice due to her involvement with some of the less than reputable people around here who may have cults against her faith.
He kind of lifts an eyebrow. That doesn't sound like the Catrice I know. Do you have an appointment?
I'd like to make one now.
All right. I have an opening a week from Tuesday.
Urgent.
What is today?
Not Tuesday.
I'm not asking who, I'm asking Amanda.
Today is actually not Tuesday. That's not a day that exists.
Fair enough.
It is the day of Diffeteer, so it is basically Monday.
Okay.
Is there no way we can speak to her? Is she at least in?
Oh, she's here.
Is this a different guy from the last time I...
Yes,
No,
it is. No, it's the same guy. He's just being a dick. You're a human.
Yeah.
This is urgent.
Well, all right. I'll send a page up to her office and see if she's free. Have a seat. And he kind of rings a tiny little silver bell on his desk. There's a bench over there, and he kind of gestures to the side where an ornate gilt bench sits on like the marble floor.
Right, go sit. I'll wait.
I'll flank the elf boy until the elf boy sits.
He kind of sits, scoots around. This bench is not comfortable.
Yeah, that's the point.
And Jornok does not sit. He kind of loiters.
Okay. All right. Pretty soon a young man comes up. They whisper with the elf man at the desk, and then he kind of jogs away. And he's gone quite a long time, long enough to make you impatient. And then he comes back down. Catrice will see you now if you'll just follow me.
Thank you.
And he leads you up through that same series of back passages to her office. All right, Alatar and Peck, you are done wandering through the altar garden. And at last managed to find your way to the Scholars Library.
The school academy.
Yep.
Our TV went out again.
Can you back up a little bit, Amanda? Our TV just slept.
What is the what? I'm confused why that matters.
Because we couldn't hear you for about 10 seconds.
Okay, well you are not in the altar garden anymore. You made your way to the scholarly library.
Yes. I'm gonna try to remember my way back to the giant brass thingy that Philly came out of.
All right, go ahead and make another intelligence check.
Oh,
You're a wizard.
can I help him?
Sure. Yeah, you can help.
Give him advantage and not.
Keen mind.
Okay. Woo! Wait, that's what keen mind. You would just know.
wasn't trying to bring it out. 21.
Okay.
What's going on? I'm
Probably
concerned.
could, but 21.
21. All right. So even though the academy grounds are kind of maze-like and the library is even more so, you manage to find your way to the back room and see that your Fraser is still there, and that the room seems undisturbed.
Fraser gonna be a blazer.
Alright, I'm gonna throw the rest of the strength that I got the first time in there and start cooking me up a bird.
All right. Sounds good. You're gonna be doing that for an hour.
Yep.
Yep. All right. Cool. Beskar and Faulkner.
Yes.
Okay, so
What's
I've
up?
still got 2 tasks for my end. I got to see if I can find Cassius. I believe we agreed to meet at the well had we got separated again. And that's where I would be going to next. And then afterwards, I would be going to the markets, preferably in regards to textiles and clothing, essentially.
Okay.
But first, Cassius.
First Cassius. All right. So you make your way to the trade ward, and there are a number of wells to choose from, all arranged around a crossroads that in turn is arranged not very symmetrically around a statue of the king of the realm of Olenim, where you guys currently are. And looking rather nervous, kneading his hands, is a human man in fine but nondescript robes by one of the wells.
And it's not Cassius.
It is Cassius.
Oh.
There we go.
I think the
Found him.
nondescript. I think nondescript gave it away.
I am not doing too hot with my brain thinkings here, okay? So shush. Okay, approach him.
Okay. And he rushes up to you as soon as he sees you. Sir, I am so glad to see you. I have been wondering where you were when you did not return to the well last night. I took rooms in the Sign of the Twirling Kraken, which seems like the sort of place that you would stay if you were going to stay anywhere, and you never showed up. And I asked the front desk numerous times, and I'm sure I sent out at least 4 guards in search of you, and I never saw you.
Calm down. I
Okay.
apologize. I was preoccupied with my task for a while.
Unconscious.
Man, he talks as much as I do.
Did you find anything out? Have you discovered the whereabouts of our young lady?
No, not yet. I was going to be making my way over to the market next to talk to the merchants, primarily the textile and clothing ones.
Or I can make inquiries for you, sir, if you have other things you want to do. I am otherwise unengaged in this city.
And what was the plan? Are we going across the river eventually because of that thing? I know we were supposed to be meeting at the gate or one of the gates.
I don't think we made that determination yet as a group.
We're taking care of our morning business first.
Okay.
And then reconvening.
And I'm actually going to pull Cassius aside, like somewhere that no one else can really hear. But,
I see how it is.
No, I mean Faulkner can come, but it's not necessary for him.
All right. He follows you. Faulkner,
Okay.
are you going with? Or you're kind of just chilling out where you are.
I'm just kind of chilling because he didn't invite him. He just thinks it's kind of a little rude, but he's just going to chill by the well.
Okay.
Okay.
So
right.
During my investigation last night, you saw that I had encountered that little bird boy.
Oh yes.
And
how is he? Where is he? And who is your strange companion?
that's another person that I've become acquainted with during my investigation. Apparently, I'm not sure if it's connected. It might not be, but there are some strange happenings in this town. So
Really?
Yes, I feel it might be of use to us to investigate this further, and with just the two of us on the road, I think it's made it painfully clear that we needed additional support. So these
Oh yes, more
new
hands, more hands.
compatriots might be able to assist us in our investigation.
All right. Well, is that fellow the new manservant? Should I be telling him where to go and having him carry our bags?
I'm gonna peek over. I'm gonna
I'm gonna
heavily
look at him, then he's
consider
looking
it.
at me. I'm just gonna wave.
Congratulations, you're hired.
Yes, but only when we're on the road. Don't tell him anything. Just give it to him. He understands the chore.
Right. And in the
This is gonna be
meantime,
fun.
in the meantime, is there anything I can do to assist you, sir? Should I drum up more help, or should I look for allies who potentially know information in the city?
See if you can, yes, just continue the investigation, and also, since, we are in some, unscrupulous investigations in this area, maybe see if we can drum up some, health potions.
Correct, sure.
Alright, and
should
I'm also
I
gonna hand him, like, 30 gold to get him started with that, because I'm pretty sure I know what they would cost, but,
It's like almost as much as
it's just the start. So,
should I also engage a lawyer if you are doing untoward things?
This guy.
Yeah, same.
keep that in the back of your mind for now.
He's our best party member. I swear.
He doesn't even have stats yet, you guys.
He doesn't have a description, but we like him.
All right. I will. My jobs are to continue the investigation into the whereabouts of our young lady, to find you potions, to find more help if I can, and to consider keeping a lawyer on retainer. Would it be someone you want to travel, or would they need to be based in this city?
For now, based.
All right, sir. Very good.
Oh, our party.
I wonder what they're talking about. I hope it's not me.
Also,
And,
maybe we can also send word in advance to the Silverstone, to the Silverstones, and make sure that they are aware that we might need, if we get into any further hypothetically, if we get into any legal troubles, we might want to have someone represent us outside of the city instead of from within, because we don't know their intentions from this city.
Of course, sir. Excellent thought. I had not considered that. He kind of jots it down. And should I commission some new livery for our hired hand over there?
I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch that.
He wants to know if he should commission some livery for the hired hand standing by the well.
If he looks back over, I'm gonna be acting like I'm using that fancy club as a sword and like practice stabbing something in nothing.
And I'm being dumb here. What is livery? I'm
Livery would be just like a uniform, basically.
Yeah.
Is it really pronounced that way?
what
Yeah. Oh.
What's he wearing right now?
I'm wearing leather armor at the moment.
I just only read it.
I gave up my common clothes to the elf boy, so it's just pretty much what I got right now.
Yes, provide him with some livery.
Perfect.
Monk.
Of the laborer type, or is he perhaps a bodyguard?
Definitely laborer.
Okay.
This is gonna be fantastic.
He's been demoted to the hell.
All right. I have my orders, sir. Would you like to join me for a spot of breakfast? I had a pot of tea put on before I came out to wait for you.
How much time would I have left before we gotta meet at the gate? Like an hour or so?
Yeah, you've got a lot of time.
Yes, okay. Yes, let's partake in some breakfast. And I will, beckon over Faulkner. Wait, it is Faulkner, yeah?
Yeah, Faulkner.
Okay, I'll beckon over Faulkner.
Oh, hey, Faulkner's turn. What's up? What's the plan?
We're going to have breakfast. Care to join us?
Hooray! I'm starving. Let's go get some grub.
You can see this human man just kind of sizing you up, like almost like a tailor, just kind of like taking in the breadth of your shoulders. And,
One
like, your
finger over the lips.
Yeah, one general physicality, looking somewhat disapproving, pursed lips behind the finger, mumbling to himself.
Well, hi there. My name's Faulkner. What's yours?
My name is Cassius, and I give the orders around here. Follow him into the hotel, please.
I was planning on it to get some grub. All right.
Of course. And you go inside the hotel where a breakfast table has been set aside for you. So, should I order the same breakfast for all of us, or would the common fare do for a hired hand?
What is your preference, Faulkner?
Something edible. I'm not trying to be difficult. I literally just like to eat pretty much anything at this point.
I love how diverse this whole.
I will leave the decision to you, Cassius.
The fiscally responsible position. I will do the fiscally responsible thing, sir. And he kind of goes to the counter and orders. And a few minutes later, a plate of like fresh fruits and meats and breads just set down in front of Bhaskar and Cassius, and Faulkner gets some coarser bread, but still some of the finest bread you've ever had, and some second grade wine, and some sausages.
Wow.
And the dishes are really fancy, and the glasses are made of like some weird crystal glass. You've never quite seen that design before. So it's pretty fancy.
Are you sure we should be in here? This seems a little above my pay grade.
Imagine Alatar and Pack.
This will all be fine.
You are.
Alright, if you say so.
You're book level high.
Okay. Wait. I forget the costs get calculated at the end of the month or whatever. Yes.
Correct. So you do not need to worry about the cost.
So, would I have had to hand over the 30 gold to him to do that shopping, or? It's fine. It's fine. I still would have probably given the 30.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter when, as long as you give it to him at some point. All right. So is that all you want to do, Bhaskar?
For now, yeah.
Okay. Alatar and Peck back at the library.
I have now
getting baked.
made a book fort that's probably about like 15 books tall.
I love our party side quests.
I'm just like sat cross-legged, like straight guruing out. Guruing. I'm like a guru.
That's a weird word. Okay.
Yeah. I'm smelling colors at this point.
Okay.
It's better than being demoted to the help.
I know, right?
He doesn't even know it's happened yet.
Hey man, he got demoted to being the help, and then he immediately got the best breakfast he's probably ever had.
Which is probably going to make him okay with this entire transaction.
All right. So Peck and Alatar are high and making book forts and smelling colors.
You have to be high for an hour before your bird comes back.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
So he's not quite high enough yet because he still knows what a color is.
Is he trying to make hats out of the books?
I don't know.
Alatar, no, he's just meditating. I don't know about that.
Peck might have started stacking a couple on top of Alatar at one point. Because he's sitting really still. It's super tempting. Like, I got like one corner of my tower really.
I'll just sitting there meditating. Fuck off, bird.
No, dude, I'm fucking sky high right now. I'm pretending to be stoned to keep it up.
You're getting in character. You're Daniel Day-Lewis out there.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Perfect. Okay. Gavin and Jornok.
I feel like we're not having as much fun as our adventure.
What are you talking about? You took a nice walk through the garden.
Oh, Gavin's in the bathroom. He'll be in a minute.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys, Jornok, you took a nice walk through a garden. Like, what's the complaint about?
Usual environment.
All right. Well, I guess while that's happening, Baskar and Faulkner, you can be concluding your breakfast with Cassius.
Okay, okay, trying to think here. Thank
You
you
don't have to,
for
like-
thank you for acquiring us the breakfast.
It's no problem, Master. It is, of course, my obligation to care for you when I can. I thank you for bringing me along on this wonderful adventure. I, too, am invested in the young lady's safety, so I am glad you trusted me.
Of course.
Young lady.
That's none of your concerns.
Hmm?
You
Alright,
just
if you say
carry
so.
you just carry the bags.
I mean, what else would I do with my bag?
It's just the rat terrier.
Quite right.
Well, if we are going to enlist them into our endeavors, we will eventually bring them into the fold, but at the moment, it's not the highest priority for them to know. There's another matter at hand that could assist us in the long run.
Of course. Quite understandable. Would you like me to keep the rooms at this inn for the present, or would you prefer I move to a different establishment?
I think
The
I
sign-
need to get a better understanding of what our next leg of the journey is, then I can make that decision.
Of course, sir. I will keep them for the day, and if you come back to me, I will hire out somewhere else for the night and the morrow.
Of course. If anything, I will at the very least write to the inn or leave a message at the well.
Of course. I would suggest the concierge desk at this inn. Now that I know that you're not dead, I will probably run out on some of the errands you have set for me and will not be back until dark.
Sounds acceptable.
Yeah, I know. Imagine that.
All right. If we are agreed, sir, thank you for gracing me with this breakfast and for the update and for not being dead. And I wish you the best of luck on whatever endeavor it is you are on at the moment.
Of course. And I wish you the best of luck as well.
Quite so. And he kind of bows, stands up, and goes to the front desk, presumably to extend the stay for another night.
Okay. Well,
And you are-
Faulkner, I believe we should be on our way and start meeting up with the party soon.
Sounds like a grand old idea. Let's get to it.
I assume
By
it'll
the
be approaching that time from our perspective anyways.
Correct.
By the way,
Yep.
that Cassius fella, he's a bit odd, isn't he?
He's just a very stern and very serious man.
He's giving me a little weird look. I wasn't liking that too much, but you know, if you trust him, I trust him.
Well, I trust him more than you because I've known him for much longer.
Good point.
But he has his reasons. I assure you.
It's okay.
Alright, and then I guess we will go ahead and rendezvous at the meeting location.
Sounds like a plan. You still have some time, so you can make your way there on a leisurely stroll. Is there anything else you want to do on your way?
Just maybe listen and see if there's any rumors going about.
I'm so glad the TV cut out right there. Can't hear us. Oh.
All right, go ahead and make just a general perception check.
Perception.
Can I
Ooh,
also
that's a
make a
natural
perception check?
19 for 21. Wait, were you also going to do a perception?
Yeah, I mean, if you're looking around, I kind of feel like his eyes would wander too.
Okay. Well, my perception for rumors and whatnot is a 21.
Okay. Faulkner, go ahead and make your perception check. What are you
I-
looking for, if anything?
I'm just trying to see what he's focusing on. So just trying to. It kind of looks like he's just generally looking around if anything
Okay.
catches his attention. So that's what Faulkner's doing, and I got a
Okay.
16.
All right. So most of the talk of the town is basically about the events of the festival. The feast that's happening this afternoon, the Lantern Festival that happened last night, how pretty that was, how good the parade was, like people just exchanging anecdotes
Yeah, I'm
that
definitely
happened
looking for
throughout the
something
day.
juicy, not something I already know.
Yeah,
Well,
in this part of town, there's not a lot, especially on the main street, there's not a lot like nefarious stuff happening, if you know what I mean. So you do hear a lot, but it's not the information that you're looking for.
Okay. And what did
Um,
Faulkner find out with his 16?
Faulkner saw Baskar looking around, and assumed that he was admiring the festival decorations that are still up and look very nice in the early morning light. So he's just kind of enjoying the ambiance and the decorations, and the food is starting to smell pretty good because the shops are open again. So all these shops and restaurants, you can smell their early morning cooking wafting onto the street.
man, we just had breakfast, but it still smells delicious here.
Indeed.
I have returned.
All right.
Wow.
Hey,
We're adding for runs.
Yeah.
he's alive!
I got a chimichanga, and well,
We needed the "we'll be right back" like little holding up sign thing.
Yeah. We'll be right back after these brief messages.
Oh my
Poor
god,
Dark.
it's gonna be the best commercial going like mascot.
You'd have a different costume for every slide.
Oh god.
All right.
They're all made by Snurp, so half of them are terrible.
Yes. Yes.
Gavin and Jornock, you finally make your way up to Catrice's office, and she is sitting there poring over an old text. She's got a feather quill in hand, and she seems to be very carefully going over the letters or pictures in this text, presumably touching them up so that they are presentable once again. It does appear to be an older tome. The leather cover is kind of cracked and faded, and some of the gilding is flaked off. And the page who leads you in just kind of like bows and leaves without saying anything, without announcing you or anything, and you're just kind of left standing there quietly for about a minute in awkward silence while she kind of just finishes what she's doing.
Not awkward silence. I will patiently wait.
We're not waiting too.
She kind of finally glances up. Evan, how good to see you twice in 2 days. How can I help you today?
I apologize for the sudden intrusion, my lady, but I brought a very special guest I think you will enjoy speaking with.
Oh, yes? And she kind of glances up, adjusts her spectacles. And who might have the pleasure of our company today?
I'll
Jasper?
push Jasper forward.
You kind of, I see, a prepubescent boy.
We snatched up off the streets last night as he was involved with the cult of Zarin Rat.
Is he now? And she kind of like puts her work gently to the side, sits up straight, straightens her glasses again. Come closer, boy. And he kind of looks back at you,
Go.
shakes his head. He shakes his head again.
As in, no, I'm not going.
It's not like a no, he's not going. It's a no, I don't want to.
I'll let out a little snarl behind him.
And he kind of like jumps forward and scurries, and then he kind of looks up at Catrice and then looks down at his hands.
I get the feeling this boy ain't getting out alive.
What What have you brought me, Gavin? Yesterday you brought me a cantankerous wizard. Today you bring me a scared boy.
And I still apologize for the cantankerous wizard.
I randomly sneeze as I'm meditating.
It's
I start sniffling.
I imagine Peck was trying to put a book down, and then the sneeze comes and it knocks down like a log. What the fuck?
As a peck does.
I will warn you, my lady, he is a tad skittish. A back alley interrogation was cut short due to some beasts from, well, below, as they described it.
Describe these beasts.
Huge lumbering behemoths covered in teal fur. They apparently have the ability to speak. Long black claws, very flat faces.
Did you see where they came from?
Not exactly, no. All I
I
know
didn't
is
know
that
better.
they came from the deep.
If I didn't know better, I'd say this sounds like Hamish's work.
Damn it, I had a suspicion.
Why would Hamish have these beasts?
Well, he probably didn't know that you would be out and about, darling.
I visited him last night.
Yes? Probably hoped you
She
would go
said we'd
home.
know it when we'd see it, and we saw it, and we still fought it.
Right.
We got fucked.
Anyways, Jasper, please introduce yourself and be very courteous with Lady Catrice.
My name is Jasper. I am no longer a cultist. I promise.
As of last night, he is no longer a cultist.
Scared him straight, did you?
I guess.
I am so scared. I just want to go home and go to bed. I see Jespa. She looks up at Gavin. This is an interesting turn of events, Gavin. I have to say, I am impressed and surprised. Can I
So
keep him?
far, you haven't attacked me, so.
Just for a little while. I'll return him to you safely.
I did promise him we would return him home, eventually.
Well, where is his home?
Jasper?
Oh, it's in the trade ward. It's a pottery shop. A craft ward, actually. It's a pottery shop still, and I really want to go there, so please don't kill me. Oh, I have no intention of killing you, but I can tell you you will not be going home immediately.
I'll step forward and whisper to Jasper, "Just do as the nice lady says."
Yep. He swallows. Yes, lady.
And with that, that is all I have for you,
This-
my lady.
This kid's gonna have a fear of lizards by the end of it.
Well, good thing he won't run into many of them.
Thank you, Gavin. I hope that this produces some fruitful results. And if it does, it might almost forgive the offense your friend gave me yesterday.
Almost.
Till our next meeting, then.
Of course. You know your way out?
I do.
Perfect. I will see
Correct.
you
I'll give
later.
her a courteous bow and then, head for the door.
Alright.
I'll kind of like look at Gavin, look back at her, look at Gavin again, and like make an awkward attempt at a courteous bow.
Come on!
and after he goes, come on, I'll turn and go.
She kind of like arches an eyebrow as she watches you leave, and you could swear there was like the curl of a smirk starting on her lips.
Well, that went better than expected. Let's go.
Jarnock tried to stay quiet.
You did a very good job. I will have to find some way to reward you for that.
And I follow.
All right. So you make your way to the
I
meeting.
will. I will say. Now that we don't have the boy, I would like to go get my weapons.
Sure. All right. So
I
you
didn't hear
make your way.
Go ahead. Good.
Ducky, were you going to say something?
No, I'm just making noise in the living room.
Okay, perfect. So you make your way to the gatehouse, and you see a line that has gotten exponentially longer as the morning has gone down. And so you get in line, and you
Get
kind of
line,
wait
and
your turn.
I'll see the line and how slow it's moving. I'll just kind of let out like a snarly sigh.
And a guy, two people behind you goes, "I hear you, buddy."
Too many people in line.
Too many people. All right. Alatar and Peck, you have meditated, quote unquote, long enough.
How's the book fort coming? I have to know.
Yeah.
It fell over, didn't it?
Down terribly. We have reinforced. Currently kind of standing the east wing, though the librarian came by and we had to quickly demolish.
All right. So at the height of your high, shall we say, Alatar, all at once there's a burst of flame and a flash of light, and a bird swooshes out of the brazier in the smoke, and the smoke tendrils form into a corporeal bird who soars around the room twice and then lands on your shoulder.
I whack it. Just kidding.
That's bug big.
So Philip's gonna take off of my shoulder and go land on Peck's shoulder.
Peck is going to just kind of freeze for a second, like, hello.
Philip's gonna give him a little understanding nuzzle.
Oh, you like me now?
By the way, just real quick, I got a message from work saying I have to be in a meeting without fail in like 7 minutes once it reaches the top of the hour.
I'm planning on wrapping up quite soon, so do not worry.
Okay.
Cool.
Just saying.
I'll just look at Peck and be like, he understands what happened.
Does he know I whack?
Yeah, he felt it, but he forgives you for it.
Oh. Good bird. So back to Grit.
Yep, back to the gate we go.
Well, I'll just like sideswipe the bottom end of my bookcase tower and then just fucking push Alatar out because we're gonna go.
He's learning from Jornok.
So you make your way to the group. For the sake of brevity, Jornok will say that you managed to get your equipment and recombobulate.
I need my shit too.
And you need to get your stuff too?
Yeah, I left my quarterstaff and whatnot at the gate.
All right.
I'm sick, but it's my other stick.
So, Jornok, you were afraid you'd be the last one there, but it turns out you're not the last one there. Alatar is, and they are very late. But they at last come rushing up to the gate with stuff in hand, and Peck kind of like fluttering behind. And that is where we will leave it for the night.
Just Jornok just hefting his massive bone greatsword.
Ooh, shit.
Everyone's alive. No one's dead.
I'm just gonna
No one took any damage.
I think now my goal is to slowly indoctrinate everyone as part of the servants.
Hey, Faulkner's too stupid to catch on right away. It may take him a bit.
I mean, you got a really good fucking breakfast out of it. I won't complain.
That's true.
I know. That's why he's like, oh, all right, cool. You know, breakfast. We got this.
I agree with this.
All right, good session.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
RP.
Yeah, a lot of good RPE.
Yeah, it went well, my
Yeah,
people.
yeah, it's a change.
We had some good personality shining through in some of the down moments.
I gotta say, I love this party and how we have so many absolute like just the perfect like Zen circle of different personalities.
They were going to say Zen Circle is stupid, but that works.
We have a lot of stupid going. We really do. Oof.
Mine is higher than yours.
Is it? No.
No, I think it is.
Is it? Yeah, where are you at?
I'm at.
I have the lowest int in the party. No one at me.
You gotta be beat by one, man. By one.
Still the lowest.
Jesus.
Hey, you know what? There's a huge difference between -1 and -2.
That is true. That is very true.
I found that out because my nat 20 went to an 18, and it was it still takes you 10-15 minutes. Well, shit.
Remember, I did point by despite what Amanda said.
I love the picture of Alatar like deep meditation and Peck putting a book going, what the fuck? East Wing.
I'm pretty sure Alatar like, didn't even notice when he just got up and just like 13 books just sort of clambered to the ground.
Literally making Gavin piss his, or not Gavin, sorry, Jasper piss his pants in the middle of the tavern.
I felt so bad for Jasper this episode.
No kidding.
Yeah, he was just trying to get Jasper out the door, guys.
I know.
That's why I cut him loose after a while. I was like, okay, guys, like we're going a little far here.
Yeah, I feel like maybe that last part from Justin wasn't necessarily needed.
That was fine.
Also,
I wanted to kill him.
Also, can we get a shout out to the famous Bostonian guards of the city?
Yeah.
They got more Bostonite the more guards we talk to.
I did like what was it called? The recombobulation area?
Recombobulation area. I was sad I didn't get to role play, but whatever, it's fine.
It's okay.
We can recombobulate.
Yeah, we can retcon your recombobulation at the beginning of next section.
It's fine. We don't have to go back to it. We can just pick up from. We can just pick up from the gate. It's fine.
Well, wait, Bird, do you want to recombobulate too?
What am I recombobulating?
You have to go so many cards.
Quarterstaff.
We just shortcut it too.
Basically the question is, do we want to
grab my other stick and leave? So I'm gonna hand the current stick with like the broken glass at the end to the guard as I take the other staff.
What's he gonna do with that?
This is yours now.
Yes.
Hell.
Also, fuck working that counter, right?
I thought it was funny. Just the constantly running back and forth from the barracks. Why didn't they make it closer?
Weapon valet for like.
Dangerous to go alone. Take this with you.
Also, bye bye, Justin.
Yeah, bye, Justin.
All right, take care. Bye bye.